Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the first ever Villans Together podcast. I hope you're all well. Please excuse any mistakes we made today. This is our first podcast that we've ever done. And I'd like to welcome our first guest that we've got is Punjabi Whites. How you doing, boys?
Very good, thank you.
We've also got our senior member, Shelby Ahmed. How you doing? Mate?
I'm good, thanks. How are you, boys?
Excellent.
Very good, thank you.
So basically today it's just about fun banter between two fan groups. That's all it's about today. We've obviously got a fixture coming up, which is Aston Villa against Leeds tomorrow, which is going to be an exciting fixture. And it's going to be one that a lot of Villa fans are going to be watching, so it's going to be great. But first of all, let's go to the away team. Let's see, Chaz, you guys, Punjabi Whites, how did you start? How did this all come about?
I'll take over. Punjabi Whites. So, first of all, obviously starting with the best team. I appreciate that. Thank you. So Punjabi Whites, we started off as a bit of fun, to be honest. A lot of people recognise the turban. They don't really know me. I'm Chaz. This is my dad, my partner in crime. Kermit. And yeah, so we started off just as a bit of fun. It was actually my young lad's idea to wear the turban for the Leeds United, which we started doing, and it's just snowballed from there. Just got a lot of recognition, a lot of people liking what we were doing, and we started standing for something a bit more. It was a bit more unity. There was a bit more diversity involved in there, and loads of positive messages coming from it. Some negative, but you got to brush them off. But a lot of positive. A lot of people concerned. They were like, "Oh, do you not get racism at the football? Do you not get picked on? How does it feel being a bearded turban man at the football?" And you know what? That kind of stuff hurt, because I was shocked that so many people found that the way they look would influence their experience at the football. I'd love to be able to take everyone to a Leeds game, and we've done it in the past, haven't we? We've had Everton fans, Liverpool fans, Man U fans. They've all enjoyed it. They've all had an excellent time. And that's why we want to keep pushing. We want to keep letting everyone know that, it's our football too. Just because you might look a certain way, your culture might be different, your appearance might be different. It honestly doesn't matter. A lot of stigma attached with Leeds. A lot of people that you just can't seem to brush it. The first thing they say is, racist club. And, it couldn't be further from the truth. And that's what we're trying to smash. We're trying to get rid of that stigma, aren't we?
Yeah, I've been going to matches since I was 12, 13, back in the days when National Front was right. You guys are too young to remember National Front. But to tell you the truth, I never got any stick from the Leeds supporters at all. And now I've been working there for 10 years as a first aider. No, it's more they're showing love towards you than hatred, and people are still living in the past of the 90s or the 80s with the National Front. Yes, we used to get a lot of racist supporters there, but now times have changed. I'm not saying it's all eradicated. There will be still some there, and that's what me and Chaz are trying to do, is try and educate those racists that are still within our club that colour doesn't matter. Appearance doesn't matter. How you look, it doesn't matter.
What we want to do is we want them people with that mindset of racism, I'm prejudiced. I want them to feel awkward. They need to know that they're not welcome at the football. Whereas people from a minority, people that are from an ethnic background or any other background, race, religion, whatever you are, and that whole message of unity, as long as you're sticking to that, you're more than welcome there.
I think that's great, and I think exactly what you're saying there is what Villans Together are all about as well. And a lot of fan clubs that are about at the moment are exactly what you want to do, which is brilliant. Just tell me a bit more about, when you go to Leeds now as an atmosphere type of thing. What's it like now? What's the atmosphere like now? You're in the Premiership. What's it like?
We didn't get to go, did we?
We went.
Yeah, I mean we've not obviously, because of the COVID thing. It's put a big spanner in the works there. But even before that, going to the games, the atmosphere is honestly second to none. I mean, I reckon every person says this about their club, don't they? But seriously, you get to Ellen Road, it's something special.
We went on Friday night when we got promoted, and outside the ground, and there's no football there, just a promotion party outside the ground, and thousands of fans just turned up, ignoring social distancing, and me and him were the same. It was just fantastic. Everybody just like one big happy family. Everybody coming round. I know we don't drink. Coming round with curates of beer. Do you want a drink? This, that, the other. You politely refuse. But it was fantastic. We were there till about midnight, weren't we? Something like that.
Oh, wicked.
The problem me and Dad have got is we're too big to social distance from anyone.
Yeah, so that's our excuse anyway. I'm standing 2 meters apart, but my belly's not. So there's nothing I can do about that.
No, but I mean, it's great that you've started this group up, and I think it's really, really good. It's really positive. It's good to know that this is where people can come to you guys if they want to know about a game, a Leeds or whatever, and it's great. And it's the same what we do for Villa. People come towards us and want to know about a match day experience. I mean, Shinobi, he's a season ticket holder. What's it like? Tell us.
What, Villa Park?
Yeah.
Oh, well, Jas was just saying, but I mean, the atmosphere, I mean, I would have loved to have been there when we beat Liverpool 7-2. But I mean, it's like you just say, I mean, you're going to be biased. It's your club, but it's just a special atmosphere. I mean, of course, you've been there yourself, Neilish. Not sure if you boys have ever been to Villa Park in the past or...
No.
Yeah, I mean, but similar to Leeds, old, big history, massive stadium, big fan base, and it's just one of them what's known as a traditional English sort of Premier League ground. So I mean, yeah, brilliant atmosphere, just really missing it, to be honest. Miss the walk down, getting your shirt out and seeing the lads that sit around you, etc. But fingers crossed we're back sooner rather than later. So
hopefully. It is good. I mean, the last time we played against each other, it was quite a lot of controversy. I mean, Chad,
well, we beat you 3-2 at your place, wasn't it? You were 2-0 up.
The last time I remember was Albert Adoma got the ball from the halfway line, took it past nearly the whole of your team, and scored.
Yeah, because we let him. Mr. Bielsa let him.
Yeah.
Everybody, I don't care what religion you are, you've got to do what God tells you to do. And if God at Ellen Road tells you to let him score a goal, you let him score a goal.
Yeah, but do you know what, just going back to that moment, I think obviously it's a massive controversial moment, and of course with the build-up to sort of tomorrow's night game, I think it is important, thing to mention when that sort of fair play came into it. I mean, it was quite a controversial, I'm going to be controversial and say, they did cheat and Benton scored a goal.
The referee didn't blow though, did he? He played at whistle.
Well, absolutely, play to the whistle. You got to learn the hard way, but fair play to Bielsa and the coaching team who sort of, I mean, albeit against Pontus Jansson's wishes, but
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it was a crazy.
Just on the point of cheating and fair play there, I was going to make a point of the game against was it Sheffield United? Was it
Sheffield Wednesday?
Oh well, listen.
United, when the keeper put the ball in the net and apparently the watch didn't work, and did we all carried on or something, didn't we?
I think
I thought you were on about the one where Billy Sharp kicked it out of 9 and 9. Yeah, but now looking forward to it tomorrow night. It's a big fixture, rightly so, back into the Premier League. It's a Premier League fixture, and yeah, I think it's two exciting attacking teams. And to be fair, I think it's pretty obvious we've got off to a brilliant start, but it's kind of shadowed the other starts. The teams have had such as, well, I wouldn't say it's shadowed Everton's start, but teams such as Leeds have come up, and I think taken to that Wolves loss, it's just the 2 losses, isn't it?
Yeah, the Wolves and Liverpool.
Liverpool. Wolves are one of them things any team can do that deflect it into their own goal, but unlucky for Calvin Phillips here, he was the one. But on to the next game.
Rumours have it he's out for tomorrow, right? He's injured, isn't he?
Yeah, he's out. Yeah, they'll be tweaking team, so we'll just have to see what the team's going to be tomorrow.
You've got a few out tomorrow. You've got is it Cooper's out tomorrow as well? Liam Cooper?
I don't know. I haven't heard out about Cooper. He's touch and go, but if he's out tomorrow, I'd I'd leave Pascal Sturrock in
He's playing for Calvin.
But my personal thinking, he should have left him in central defence, put Dallas in for Calvin Phillips, and put Alioski on left back.
I think there's been talks of Struijk coming into the team, haven't they?
Yeah.
I said I think there's been talks of Struijk coming into the team.
Yeah, he's taking Calvin's position.
Yeah, he's played there a couple of games before.
Yeah.
But
bit of a bonus.
We'll see.
I've got him in my dream team. I had him on my bench, so he should. Hopefully, he doesn't get me no points.
Yeah. Well, you need now it was scored against you, don't you? Now.
So, in terms of obviously the way you guys have started this season, it hasn't been too bad. You've started quite brightly. It's been good. I mean, the positive game that you had was the start of the season was Liverpool, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that was a positive game.
Although we lost, we hung in there. It went. They didn't flatten us. We did well. We stood our ground there, and it was a good game. I mean, you look at what have we got? We got 2 losses, 2 wins and a draw.
Yeah,
which ain't a bad start. I know you guys are on fire. It's going to be an exciting game. I hope we've got the right head on tomorrow.
Where do you think you'll finish towards the end of the season?
Mate, like I said before, as long as we survive in Premiership for the first 2 seasons, I'll be happy. It's the 3rd season, then you've got to start consolidating, going into top 6. But first 2 seasons, we need to be surviving. Because if I say to you now, I want to be top 6, I'll be dreaming. I'll be cuckoo lad, to tell you the truth. Yeah. Survival's going to be.
I have some faith.
Yeah.
We can do it. It's still early in the season. We're all right.
8, then I'll go for 8.
I think it does being realistic, which is good.
Yeah, you know what? Everyone asked me this as where do you want to finish? And honestly, anything sort of mid-table and above, I would be made up with. I'd be really happy with. We did a little bit on Sky, and they asked me, and I said that same thing. I said mid-table, and they all took the mick out of me. They said you got no faith in your team. That's why I had to pass it on to my dad. But yeah, honestly, anything. I don't want to do like Norwich. I don't want to be struggling at the bottom of the table. Just come up just to go back down. I want to be nice and clear of them relegation spots.
I mean, we were in a relegation battle last season, and I think you can agree.
You survived.
We survived, but it was tense.
It was also called cheating, if I'm going by Shinobi's words. My brother mentioned cheating over there. I know how when I mentioned it earlier, he just kind of completely changed the subject and went on to something else. But that goal there, I want to talk about it. I want to know from Villa fans how they feel about that goal going in. The refs watch didn't go. You could say the ref didn't blow the whistle. Same thing that happened to us. Everyone went mental with Leeds, saying, "Oh, fair play, this, that, and the other." Who were kicking off on the sidelines? John Terry, wasn't it? Kicking off at the sidelines when they were at Ellen Road. So, from a Villa point of view, over to you guys. What do you think should have happened?
Before you go there, as I say in Punjabi, कितने पैसे देते थे कि तुसी ओन how much did you pay him?
In regards to that goal against Sheffield United, I mean, I think if you look at it, if you try and compare that to what happens in that Leeds game, you can take a number of incidents where, fair enough, Kodja went down. I can't remember who made the challenge on him.
Nobody made the challenge, it just went down. Look at that. They won the ball fairly and he went down. I was waiting for the whistle to blow. It was waiting for the whistle to blow. That's what we took you.
There was a bit of contact, which in this day and age is enough to get you sent off, to be honest. But
it wasn't that bad at all. It wasn't.
My man's trying to give a politician answer, isn't he? Going, don't be around the bush.
But one thing you can say is our captain came out after the Sheffield United game and said, yes, he couldn't believe we got away with that one, which is good honesty from your captain. Jack Grealish came out and just went, how did we get away with it? I have no other. But we were due some luck, and that's one thing I would say.
And I think luck aside, Nilesh, if we look at it, I mean, there was the incidents where Bamford went down. You're talking about Kodja, nobody touching him. Bamford went down, which got El Ghazi sent off, and that's where that fair play I mentioned come into. But if we try and compare that to the Sheffield game, where there was that sort of ghost goal, if you like, that was a pure malfunction of technology. That's all you can say. There was no fair play involved. I mean, was it clear enough for, I reckon, the keeper to say, yeah, it definitely went over the line. I mean, obviously in replays, in hindsight, of course it was pretty clear, but at the time, I don't think fair play came into that, to be honest.
Was the referee a Villa fan, by the way?
I don't believe.
Everybody's a Villa fan. Don't worry about that.
Are you sure?
But no, I mean, it's going to be a really interesting game tomorrow, and I'm expecting to see goals. I mean, let's realistically, what do you think the result's going to be tomorrow from Leeds fans? Come on.
I'd settle for a point. I'm not going to say what score's going to be. I'd be happy with a point at Villa Park.
Yeah, I mean, that's honestly. Shinobi, what about yourself, bruv?
Again, I think it's going to be a really tough game. Two sort of very open attacking teams. I would say, considering the couple of key injuries that Leeds have got, and of course that the form we're on, I'm going to go for a home win. I think again, like Chaz's dad, I'd be crazy to put a scoreline on that particular fixture. But again, I would say 3 points to us. I wouldn't say a comfortable 3 points, but 3 points for the home team.
Well, I think I personally do think we'll get like a 2-0 win. Maybe we'll concede, but I do think with the form we're on at the moment, I can't say that we'd lose just because the form we're on. If we had lost a few games already, I would find it a bit more difficult to predict this one. But with the form we're on at the moment, I have to say we're going to win this game tomorrow.
But don't forget your form can go against you. Because Leeds will know what top form you're on. Bielsa had done his homework, and if we get the right heads on and we go for it the way we can, you could be in for a surprise as well.
You do know we haven't got a bench for him to sit on at Villa Park, yeah?
He brings his bucket.
Does he bring his bucket?
Right.
Yeah, Leeds have made him a special bucket to sit on, which he sort of takes around, doesn't it?
Definitely. But, I mean, I've got to mirror what my dad said. And what Shinobi said with the injuries we've got, it doesn't do us any favours. I love the internationals and stuff. See, look, Jinx there, look, Jinx. See, if I said that we'd have won, they'd have stayed up there. You see, they'd have stayed on the wall.
He's going down.
It's the kids try to get in. So apologies if you see the kids running in and out. Just mirroring what my dad said, we take a point. The injuries we've got. You know, and you guys, you can't deny it. You know, they're on top form.
You happy with the signings you made this season?
Yeah, I'd like to see more of them though. Just
you can't knock the signings we've got, but they're going to take time to bed in. Rodriguez is bedding in perfectly.
Robin Koch as well. The more you see of him, the better he's getting.
He's getting in defence, but the shame his partner's getting injured all the time.
I think it's you guys very similar to us. Sort of when we came up, lots of.
Oh, he's froze a bit.
He's frozen it.
Yeah, he's just froze a bit. That's okay. But that's his goal celebration. That's when that's his goal celebration. But
that's the internet saying they've had enough of Villa's speeches.
Well, like I said, we've only bought 4 players in, and the nucleus of the team is still there. The same team that won championships by 10 points. So he's added some class. I know people say we spent nearly 100 million, but it's 100 million on just 4 players.
Yeah,
but he knows what he's doing, and we've got faith in him. In Bielsa, we trust.
Brilliant. Well, okay, let me just let's move on to our next bit, which is going to be the combined 11. So let's see if you guys can see that.
Yeah,
you can.
You went. You got all technical there, aren't you? Look at that.
Wow, this is the team that we've picked 11 that that you won with. So it's the 11 that you actually you won with, which is going to be interesting to see. So let me just see if I can get you. There you are. Excellent. We've got Shinobi back as well. Brilliant. Your mic's on mute, mate.
I've had some issues and I've had to jump on my phone.
No, but like I said, people, this is our first ever podcast, so there was always going to be technical difficulties. Okay, so we're going to move on to a combined 11. This is going to be interesting. I've been looking forward to this one. So I think we should go with the 4-4-2, just so it's fair. the where we're going to have a bit of debate is who's going in goals, guys.
You see, we you know what? To be honest, I'm going to start off by saying this was hard. I'm not even going to lie, because the amount of times I've changed this and chopped it and changed it again and again. There's a lot of class between the two teams,
and we still can't agree.
I've fallen out with him about it. So thanks for that, guys. So me and my dad are not speaking after this.
Okay, well let's see this. At the moment, our keeper Martinez is 3 clean sheets. That's right, Shinobi?
That's right, 3 clean sheets. He's actually got more clean sheets than goals conceded, to be honest.
So,
can somebody please pull his internet connection out again?
So let's go here. Let's say.
Yeah.
You know what? You guys have got all professional. I scribbled mine down on a bit of paper. But we too have gone with. I don't know if you can see my writing, but we have gone with Martinez in.
Well, I still go for Melier, but.
Yeah, that's after much debating there.
So okay, let's go. Let's go left back.
And Dallas.
Yeah, for me, I think that left back. To be honest, I think most Villa fans will agree with me. To be honest, I mean we've got a pretty solid unit, and that one questionable spot we've got is in fact at left back. So, I mean, on form, I would definitely say Target. You know, of course, he's part of a defense. Like I said, that's only conceded 2 goals, but I think in this position, I'm going to have to be controversial with the Villa fans and agree that we'll go for Dallas at left back.
We go for Dallas.
Yeah. You know what? Shout. That's what we all.
I'm going to get hammered for that in the comments, but like I said, it's that one controversial spot.
You know what? I need to put an apology out there for all our Leeds fans out there as well, because at first my first 11 that I wrote down was just our Leeds team.
Just to make it clear to the Leeds supporters, I was going for Melier. It was him.
But what we've done is we've gone for a fair split. I think there'll be a few on here that we agree with, but let's keep going.
Okay, so we're looking at right back now. What are we saying at right back, boys?
I'm going for Ayling on that one.
Yeah.
You'd have gone.
Luke Ayling. I mean, I'm not going to lie, I do like Luke Ayling, and not just simply because of how we started the season. Of course, we were in the Championship with you for a good few years, so good signing. But for me, I think Matty Cash has made a massive impact for us since he's come in. One that went under the radar a bit. I mean, we had signed Martinez and Barkley, etc. But I think Cash has been absolutely fantastic, and considering it's similar to many Leeds players, it's first transition into that Premier League. So I'm going to go for Matty Cash, to be honest. I think he's held that spot back. He's chucked Fred Gilbert right out of the squad, in fact. So
let's chuck Matty Cash in this one. There you go.
So Nilesh didn't even discuss that. He just straight threw him in. Yeah, biasness going on here, I think, guys. This isn't fair.
We've got the centre back. Start. Here we go. So we need 2 centre backs, boys.
So we took Mings in there.
Yeah.
Oh, you put Mings in, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'd have gone for Robin Cockbrook.
Yeah.
I mean, Mings has got to go in there, right? He's an England international.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's probably one of the best in terms of on paper right now with everything he's got on his CV.
Well, not just paper as well. I mean, even in terms of stats, he's right up there this season with the sort of very best in terms of tackles and aerial duels, etc. But yeah, it's easy pickings. It's got to be Mings in there, the first choice.
It's got to be Mings. And then who's partnering Mings?
Well, for me, it's an easy one. I would most definitely put Konsa in there again. Another one that goes under the radar, under Mings. But I'm sure Chaz and the boys will disagree. But I would personally go Konsa. I'm not sure what Chaz's going to say.
You know what we had? We had Ayling on the right, and then we had Mings and Konsa in the middle. But again, I did change it. I did put Captain Cooper back on there. So I can't. I mean, Konsa and Mings together, solid. You know what I mean?
You're so stubborn in Cooper.
I know, but we weren't allowed to just put all the Leeds players in, were we?
Oh, right, nobody told me to go.
But to be honest,
Otherwise, I'd have just picked a full 11 of Villa. Nice and easy for me.
to be honest, I'm surprised you picked so many Villa players. I'm not complaining.
Nilesh, I didn't pick them. You are just putting them all in.
Okay.
No, I tried to be fair. As much as it hurt, I like I said, I mean, I chopped and changed it. Or we chopped and changed it and argued about it so many times. But we did try and do a fair split. Unlike you guys, clearly, looks like you've just picked Villa.
Do you know what? We've not discussed this yet. We've never discussed it. It's the first time we've done it. So,
I bet your discussion went just pick 11 Villas, and he went yeah, and he went yeah. Then you just carried on.
Okay, the left mid position. This is an interesting one, really, isn't it?
Come on, I'll let you boys start with left mid then.
So you've gone what format? You've gone a different formation, haven't you?
We've gone 4-4-2 here.
Right, okay.
The traditional 4-4-2.
Well, I'll let you go first then, because you stick to that formation. And who have you put?
I'd put Addison on me.
Okay. Harrison was that?
Yeah.
What number's Harrison? What number's Harrison? I can't see his names here.
Is he not on there? Jack Addison.
Harrison did he was he in your last in 11?
He didn't play at last Man City game, but he did play against Wolves.
He's on loan from Man City.
I don't think I've picked him here. You might have to.
He scored equalised against Liverpool.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, now he remembers.
Should I begin again?
We lost.
Yeah. So what we did here was we picked the best 11 that won your last game.
Last game, yeah, we were playing in that last game. Last game we won against was Sheffield United, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were playing in that.
Can you see Harrison here? I don't even know what he looks like.
Well,
number 22. If you've got, I don't know who you've.
No.
I think that eliminates that left position for you lot then.
They deliberately left him out because they knew we were going to get that left wing spot.
Should I? What do you think, boss?
Yeah, I think it's again a slightly different formation than what I would have liked. But I mean, if we're going to play a 4-4-2, and considering Jack's been playing on that left as part of he's been playing part of a front three, so it'd be criminal to put him on the left of a 4-4-2. But just for argument's sake, that left-hand side of the pitch, I think is quite easy to say Jack's going to take that spot.
Oh, okay.
What do you reckon, Chaz?
Well, yeah, seeing as though he hasn't got a choice for Harrison, we're going to have to. You know what? To be honest, we moved Grealish in a bit. We put Harrison on the wing, and we did pick Grealish on the team anyway. So we'll let you have that one.
We'll have that one, yeah.
Okay, let's go right mid. So I think, to be honest, I mean, Trez has been not bad this season on the wing. So,
yeah, I think for us, Trez has been. I think he's up to his work rate. I mean, his work rate is not even sort of questionable, to be honest. He puts a solid shift in. Can be a bit headless at times, but like I said, for me, it would be easy pickings again. I'd put Trez in there, but I'm sure you'd argue against that.
Definitely argue against that one. We were talking about the right wing there. We're putting Costa on there all day long.
Okay, I think. Do you know what? I do like Costa. He's a very good player.
He is, and there's more to come. I think he's still unreached peak. Yeah, there's more to come from him. But
I think there's more to come from the whole team actually.
Yeah, but you got to put Costa up there.
Yeah, I do like Costa. Remember him scoring for Wolves in the sort of championship against us. If that's the right Costa, isn't it?
Elder. He played for Wolves before we got him.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm sure he scored against us in the championship again when he was at Wolves. So I do like him. He's a tricky little winger. So I'll let you have this one then, Chaz. We'll put him in there.
Wicked.
Thank you kindly.
Okay, this is the time now. We're looking at 2 centre mid. Let's pick the first centre mid. Who we got, boys?
I know what Chaz is going to say straight away.
Say that again. Sorry.
I said I know who Chaz is going to say straight away. You're probably going to say Calvin Phillips, aren't you?
It's got to be Phillips.
It's got to be Phillips, hasn't it?
you know what? On this occasion, I'd say Phillips, just because he's just broken into the England team. He does look a very good player, to be honest. I do like him.
Broken in ahead of Grealish, wasn't it? Just make a point there.
Whilst they're on that point, I just want to say, for me, I mean, honestly, them two midfield slots are they're not even questionable. I know Calvin Phillips plays a bit of a deeper role, but for me, it would be Barkley and McGinn, no questions about it. But just for the fairness of it, and to balance the team out, we'll put Calvin Phillips in there.
So should we have 5 in the midfield?
Oh well, then it'd definitely be Ollie Watkins up front, wouldn't it?
Well, this is the thing. I mean,
well, yeah. I mean,
if you had
to be honest, we went with Watkins up front. Anyway.
I mean, for me, the next centre midfield would be McGinn. I'd put McGinn in there. But you could have 5 in there with Ross Barkley, right?
Yeah, you see, we picked Barkley to go in there.
Yeah. I think Barkley...
I didn't go McGinn.
This is a question. Do you leave out Douglas Luiz?
Yeah.
Leeds there, yeah.
Yeah, it's quite simple.
Yeah, leave him at home tomorrow as well with a few others.
Nah, but like I said, for me again, it'd be you can't eliminate Douglas or Barkley or McGinn, but I think just to have that bit of a balancing, it's our first ever podcast and our first ever game. we'll let them put Calvin in there.
You do know we were supposed to work together and get a mixed team, don't you? Did you get that memo?
I thought we were going to debate this, and that was the point of it. To be honest,
we could debate all day long, but I'm trying to be fair here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's why we'll let you have Calvin in there.
The next centre mid player. Okay, we're saying it's a Villa player. So from McGinn, Ross Barkley, and Luiz, who are we going to pick?
Ooh.
Well, we've got Barkley in there, so.
Are we going Barkley?
Yeah. We'll go for Barkley for argument's sake, but like I said, it could easily be any of the others.
I'd have gone for Hernandez, but he won't play.
Who was that, sorry?
Hernandez, but he won't play in the last 2 games, would he? Or would he play? I think he played in Wolves game, but he missed the last win because he was
injured. Sorry, I don't know who you're on about, to be honest.
Pablo, the magician. The magician.
Pablo, the Swansea region.
From here, don't be now for saying that.
So,
no, I'm not going to see that.
Are we going with 5 in midfield, lads?
No, but I think we'll stick to that. Well, if we do go for that 4-5 in the midfield, like I said, it's got to be Ollie Watkins up front. We're not going to even debate that.
Bamford.
We're sticking with
Bamford or Rodrigo.
Oh, well, Rodrigo's not been, he just hasn't impressed me, to be honest. A good friend of mine is a Leeds fan, actually, which always baffled me because he's always lived in Birmingham his whole life. But he was
got more sense than you lot.
Well, but again,
it's not called Manjit, by the way, is it?
He's not. No, he's not. Yeah, his name's actually Zishan, but big Leeds fan. But he was banging on about Rodrigo, and to be honest, I just don't see. I think he got flung off after 45 minutes in one of the games, didn't he? Bit of a tactical change. Did we put that down to?
Yeah, tactic. It happens. I think there's more to come of him yet. I don't think he's had a full run of it yet, but I think there's more to come of him.
Yeah, I hope not.
What we did was, out of the choice of Bamford up front.
You can't knock Bamford's work, though.
Yeah,
you can't.
But we need.
You can't knock his work. I think, he's had a good start to the season. He's definitely surprised me. I actually had him in my fantasy team as one of my bench warmers. But I think he's got off to a good start. But like I said, if we're going to go for a 4-4-2, I might let you put him in there because we've only got Ollie Watkins at the moment. To be honest, we've got a crocked Wesley, who, to be honest, even on his day, similar to Rodrigo, is still going to settle in, new country, new league, etc.
So it's got to be Brentford and Watkins, right?
Yeah, it's got to be Ollie Watkins in the So that's the combined 11.
That's the combined 11, lads.
Very debated combined 11.
Right, we can't see it. Let's see it.
The biased 11, yeah.
The biased 11. Let's have a look at it.
It don't look too bad. The midfield looks good. I like the midfield.
All right, then. Question for you guys. Who would you have as manager then? Bielsa or would you manage Dean Saunders?
Oh, it has to be Dean Smith. He's one of our own.
Oh, you can't know. Bielsa's, but I think he's more tactical minded than Smithy.
No, but if you look at the record of Dean Smith, and he went on a 10 game unbeaten run, got us promoted, kept us up.
Again,
Mate, you survived because of a faulty watch.
No,
Come on. Come on.
Question for you. Do you think Dean Smith could have done the same job as Bielsa has done with the same players as Leeds United have got, that normally used to finish 12, 13 in league and make them in 2 years as champions at Championship?
Well, I'm going to chip in on that, and I'm going to say yes. And that's because I'm not saying that.
But you couldn't, when you went up, you couldn't even win the league.
Well, let me explain. I'll explain my reason. Now, the reason why I say yes is not just his stint at Villa. I mean, I think it was only yesterday. It's been 2 years to the day since he took over. We've got to take into consideration he got us. I think when he took over, we were 15th in the Championship. I think there weren't much hope of getting up that season, but we went on that 10-game winning run. He got us promoted, cup final. Kept us up in the end, right? We're not going to go as to.
We've got to look at as to how and why. You can't just say, "Oh yeah, he's brilliant."
No, but exactly. I'm not going to go.
But his sideline is selling dodgy watches to referees, though, isn't it?
No, but I want you to consider what he done at Brentford and Walsall previous to that. So just coming back to your initial question of that sort of, can he work with the players he's got in the squad? I really think he can, because even if we take that Brentford team, a bunch of, no disrespect to anyone, but a bunch of nobodies who all of a sudden became 15, 20, 30 million pound players. So I think the answer is yes, to be honest. I'm not knocking Bielsa. I think he's done a brilliant job since he's come. He's done what clearly others couldn't do in 16 years. And he's brought an attractive, style of football. But
he's very well respected in the game, isn't he, Bielsa? He's a lot of managers got a lot of good things to say about him. Obviously, his first job was to spy on all the teams, but that didn't go down too well. But no, I mean,
how can you spy on someone from public football? I think every manager in every football league, apart from Frank Lampard, has a very good word to say about Bielsa, apart from Frank Lampard.
Yeah, I mean, I think Dean Smith said some good words today, didn't he?
I think that's mind games with Dean Smith, is that?
He's not into that. He's just into winning games.
Yeah, but you know what? I think Bielsa's a good manager. Like I said, it'll be interesting what happens this season. Come the end of it, as you've probably seen already, it's a different kettle of fish. The Premier League is a couple of mistakes, you get punished. We learnt about that last season. It looks like we've obviously improved, so fingers crossed. I don't want to jinx it. Long may it continue. But yeah, credit to you boys. I'm not sure if I want you to stay up. You're a big club, so simply
understand. They don't want us there, do they?
Put it this way.
No.
When Leeds come to Villa Park, it'll be rocking, both home end and away end.
Yeah.
No, jokes aside, I think you're a massive club, and I've always said it. Massive clubs deserve to be in the Premier League. I want to see the back of, if I'm being honest, the West Broms, the Fulhams, Brighton. I'd chuck in there as well, to be honest. But long season. Let's see what happens.
You're going to be very popular with them supporters, aren't you, after this podcast?
Yeah, well, I'm quite controversial. I am. I love it.
Yeah.
I think we'll wrap it up, guys. It'll be full time now. What I want to say is thank you, guys. Punjabi Whites, you've been absolutely amazing.
Nice to be here.
I think some of the stuff you're doing is brilliant. You're bringing positivity to the game, which is important, and you're on the same wavelengths as Villans Together, which is great. Thank you for taking the time out today to do this with us. You've been our first guest, so it's great.
Gone down in the history books.
We'd also like to thank the Fans for Diversity and the FSA for supporting us. Also like to thank Luke Clothing for supporting us. Thank you, guys. And our next podcast will be soon, and hopefully we'll get someone in for the Southampton game.
Have they got any fans?
No.
But just before we all go, Nilesh, thank you very much for having us. It's we're not really used to all this high tech talking on Skypes and stuff like that.
And hopefully when Villa do play Leeds at home, hopefully the crowds are back in there and we could catch up and
Fingers crossed, yeah. Absolutely.
100%. That would
We'll
be
have
Go for a meal or something afterwards.
We can have a little dance outside the ground.
Yeah, play the goal.
Gotta get them Pungram moves going, haven't we?
Yeah, I'm sure we can mix up with the Punjabi Villains as well, and
Absolutely.
definitely. Well, thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate it, and let's hope for a good game tomorrow.
Yeah,
Stay safe.
not the results go our way.
No.
One last point, you cheated on that team. But
Oh,
there you go.
This is where the technology dies. My watch is breaking up now.
It's just like that watch, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That watch ain't gonna go, is it?
Right, we're signing out. Take care, guys.
Boys. See ya.
Take care.
Bye.
Stay safe.
And yourself.